Hello, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Let's today discuss the topic of imposition of national emergency under Article 352 in Indian Constitution. You see, national emergency can be proclaimed by the President of India on the three grounds mentioned in Indian Constitution, and those grounds are war, that is actual war with some other country. Second is external aggression by some other country over Indian territory, and the third is armed rebellion by India's own citizens against the elected government. Yes, because armed rebellion, the word is armed rebellion. Rebellion is by your own people, it's not by some other country's people or some other country's army. Rebellion is done by your own people, your own citizens. It can be on some part of India or large parts of India. So we will discuss in detail all these grounds of national emergency which can be imposed by the president, which can be proclaimed by the president under Article 352 of the Indian Constitution. But that also if there is a written recommendation by the Indian cabinet headed by the Prime Minister. Yes, for the imposition of national emergency, for the president to proclaim national emergency under Article 352, the mandatory requirement is that the cabinet of India, that is the cabinet under the Indian Council of Ministers, which is the central government's core area of functioning. So the cabinet, including the Prime Minister, they give written recommendation to the president that the situation exists in which the security of India is under threat, the security of whole of India is under threat, or security of any part of India is under threat due to war, external aggression or armed rebellion. So the grave situation exists for the imposition of national emergency, then the president can impose by the proclamation of national emergency. But once the president imposes national emergency under Article 352, it can continue only for 1 month, because from the point of imposition or proclamation by the president, within 1 month the national emergency has to be approved by the both houses of the parliament, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha has to approve the imposition of the national emergency by the president within 1 month of the proclamation given by the president. If the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha does not approve within 1 month, then automatically the national emergency is revoked, because it's an emergency situation, it's a serious situation. We cannot take the whole country for granted. After all, it's a democracy. So within 1 month, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha has to give its approval. Once the approval is given within 1 month, then it can extend up to 6 months at a time. And within 6 months, if the situation is okay, there is no threat of war or external aggression or armed rebellion, the president can revoke the emergency, national emergency. But even after 6 months, the situation remains the same. There is threat to India's security by war or external aggression or armed rebellion. The situation is same. Then before the end of 6 months, a new resolution has to be passed in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha for extending the initial emergency, which was for 6 months, to another 6 months. So that another 6 months will be the second extension. Then again the same process. In another 6 months, the situation is okay, then the president can revoke it. Otherwise, another new recommendation will be passed by the Lok Sabha before the end of the second 6 months. That no, the situation is again the same. The situation is again the same. The circumstances are not normal. There is the same threat of war, external aggression and armed rebellion. Then again it can be extended to another 6 months. That is the third 6 months. So in this way it can extend unlimited times. So national emergency can be extended by 6 months in unlimited times. First 6 months, second 6 months, then third 6 months or fourth 6 months. It can continue if the situation remains the same throughout that period. So this was the imposition of national emergency by the President of India under Article 352. You see, practically in India, national emergency has been imposed by President or proclaimed by the President 3 times. Firstly, it was imposed by the President in 1962 Indo-China War throughout India. Secondly, it was imposed in 1971 India-Pakistan War, which led to the creation of Bangladesh. So it was also imposed throughout India. The third time when the national emergency was imposed, it was this 1975 emergency by Indira Gandhi government through the President of India. So it was very much criticized by the media, social media world over, and even Indian media also criticized that period. So that was imposed by the Indira Gandhi government for 21 months, that is from 1975 till 1977, March 1977, I think so. So that in that period, a lot of human rights violations were committed as per the media reports or as per the literature we receive through medias. And there was forced sterilization campaign led by the government, but though there was some positive inputs also to elevate the poverty, but practically the people were against that strict adherence to these rules by the central government at that point of time during the emergency period. Because what happened earlier was Indira Gandhi's election was challenged in Allahabad High Court. So Allahabad High Court gave a verdict against Indira Gandhi that she could not become the Prime Minister of India because she was guilty of election frauds. So in order to nullify that judgment, Indira Gandhi imposed the national emergency in 1975, though she went against that Allahabad judgment to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court was yet to decide the case again. But before the Supreme Court gave its judgment, Indira Gandhi government, through the proclamation of the President, imposed national emergency for 2 years, almost 2 years, that is 21 months, and that was the darkest period of Indian democracy. It has been criticized by the people of India and the social media. So in that period of time, in 1976, ADM Jabalpur case was very much in highlight. So in that case, the Supreme Court said that even right to life, that is Article 21, can be suspended during the national emergency. So that judgment was very much criticized by the social media and the people of India. That was the darkest period of Indian democracy, that the Supreme Court said in ADM Jabalpur case that even Article 21, that is right to life, can be suspended during national emergency. Though it was later on repealed by K.S. Puttaswamy case in 2017, that no, Article 21, that is right to life and personal liberty, cannot be revoked even during national emergency, or for that matter any emergency, whether financial emergency or national emergency or state emergency. So it was repealed by K.S. Puttaswamy case in 2017-18. This was the period. So this was the topic relating to national emergency. I hope you like the video. Do like the video and subscribe the channel. And those who are preparing for judiciary exams, especially Punjab Judiciary, Haryana Judiciary and Delhi Judiciary, they can contact me. My contact number is 9646526942. 9646526942. This is my WhatsApp number. You can WhatsApp me, you can contact me, and you can join the online or offline classes for all these judiciary exams. Thank you very much.